Paternity 101. How paternity testing works. Most people agree that fathers have a special duty to lead their children on a path of honesty and truth. To be the best father possible requires a strong bonding with their child. But can there be a real bond if a man discovers a child he believed to be his actually was fathered by someone else without his knowledge? The deception and pain are unimaginable. While many men may wonder if they are the father, most do not want to face the question. They would rather not hear, see, or speak the truth. Statistics show that over the last 15 years, an average of 3 out of every 10 men who take a paternity test discover they are not the biological father. Why you need to consider a paternity test? If a man is the biological father of a child, then there are certain obligations he should meet. If he is not the biological father, he should not have to be responsible for those obligations. Here are some things a paternity test can help with. First, a sense of identity. A child has a right to know who they are biologically related to. Second, health issues. If there are hereditary traits, then it may help to provide preventative health measures. Third, financial help. A child has a right to have support while at home, and often 2 incomes are needed to try to keep up with the cost of living. Fourth, benefits. Health insurance, social security benefits, and veteran benefits can all help biological children of the father. Without proof of paternity, these may be denied to a child who is rightfully entitled to them. Also, government aid when needed. Paternity allows parents to seek government assistance if they qualify. The question that is often asked is, how do I get a paternity test? It is much easier than you think. If you already know that you are ready to order a paternity test, Journey Genetic Testing allows you to order a home paternity kit, or a legally admissible paternity test, with secure and private online ordering, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is done on our website by selecting the Order a DNA Test option. If you have questions, or are not certain which testing option is right for your situation, our genetic consultants are available to provide no-obligation genetic consultations during regular business hours. Once an order for a paternity test is received, it is processed within 1 business day, and in many cases, the same business day. That DNA collection kit is sent by priority mail, and you will receive a tracking number. This allows you to know when to expect delivery. Most kits are delivered between 1 and 3 business days. Each DNA collection kit is customized for each case. The DNA kit will have a case number that is unique to you. In the kit are sterile mouth swabs, detailed step-by-step instructions, DNA collection envelopes, and a prepaid, next day, FedEx envelope and label for sending your DNA specimens to the laboratory. The FedEx labels are provided to all addresses within the United States. If the suspected father and child or children live in different locations, we can send a DNA kit to each address. These kits will have a matching case number, and can begin testing once all DNA samples arrive at the lab. Sometimes it may be best not to have a kit sent to your home, for privacy reasons. We also offer a make-your-own DNA kit, where you will receive detailed instructions for collecting DNA, a case number, and an emailed FedEx label to return those samples to the lab. More information about this option is available on our website. Collecting a DNA sample is easy and painless. The swab should be gently rubbed on the inside of the mouth and gums for 20 to 30 seconds. After the swab has been collected, it should be air-dried, and then placed in the collection envelope we provide. Sometimes a DNA sample may be difficult to obtain. In these situations, we offer discrete testing options. DNA can usually be found on things like a toothbrush or hair, nail clippings, and chewing gum, along with many other things. We can provide paternity testing using these other items, when the alleged father, or child's, mouth swab sample is not able to be sent for testing. When the DNA has been collected, just take it to a FedEx office, or call FedEx to pick it up from your home or office. Use the prepaid overnight envelope and label, and we will notify you once all DNA samples come into the lab. Once all DNA samples from your order arrive at the lab, your DNA samples are examined by a specialist trained in processing DNA specimens. Your DNA samples are processed using the most advanced equipment and technology available today. We have developed a partnership with our laboratory, which is AABB accredited. This allows us to provide you with the most accurate DNA results, in the shortest time frame. This accreditation is important to ensure your DNA is handled properly, and that very strict testing protocols are followed. You can trust that your results will be 100% accurate. DNA testing for paternity is different than DNA testing for ancestry. Since all humans share 99.9% of the same DNA, it may seem like a difficult task to determine one person from another. Many people have taken ancestry-type tests, and sometimes those results may show that they may be related to someone different than they thought. We have performed DNA testing for many different people who have received these type of DNA reports. Over the many years we have been involved in DNA testing, we find that close to 50% of the time, when testing is done, person to person, the results based on this type of processing show that the information they were provided cannot be true. This is why we use a different process from ancestry-type testing. The most accurate process to determine if a paternity relationship exists, is to test person to person. The process used to test for paternity examines your DNA for what are called short tandem repeats, or STR for short. We believe that using this technology is the most accurate way to prove, or disprove, paternity. This is why AABB provides accreditation to paternity and relationship labs. Once the DNA from your samples has been extracted, the genetic code is then processed into a form that is easier to read and understand. The end result of this process is the DNA report. All reports are reviewed by a laboratory PhD before they are released. Final reports look like this. A paternity test report will show the names of those whose DNA specimens have been sent for testing, all of the genetic markers that were examined, and the results of the test. Paternity results only show one of two results. If a man is not the father, the result will show a 0 probability of relationship. This means there is no way the DNA specimen from the person submitted as the father can be the father of the child. If the DNA specimen belongs to the biological father of the child, it will show a 99.9, or greater, probability of the relationship. This is proof that the person whose sample was tested is the biological father. An electronic copy of the DNA report is emailed once it has been approved. Mailed copies can also be requested when ordering. We send by email as it is fast and secure, and we want you to have the answer you need as soon as possible. We suggest you make certain that you have a private password to your email account, if you do not want to have the results viewed by anyone else. The paternity results you receive will be 100% accurate, guaranteed. They are based only on the specific genetic profiles of the alleged father and child. Paternity testing is always a yes or no answer. There are many reports of people's DNA being used without their knowledge, or permission. Privacy is a very important issue to us. We want you to know that your DNA information will always be kept private and confidential. We do not provide your DNA to any database, either private or government. We believe that you, and you alone, should be the only one who decides if, when, or how, your DNA is used. Call us at 1-855-362-5224, or visit us online at dna-paternity-testing.com, if you have any questions, or we can help in any way. We look forward to helping you on your journey to truth, through DNA testing.